Guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw out my wide receiver for my all-value team, and it's right in the same range. Matthew Golden. We've talked a lot about Matthew going on the program this offseason. Houston transfer, finally found his footing kind of late in the season at Texas. We cashed a big gainer, 42-1 ticket on him to run the fastest 40 among the wide receiver class. He slowly has been steamed up draft boards to the point where there are rumors that he could be the top receiver on the board of some teams. Even so, the top rookie consensus wide receiver one, Ted McMillan, he's wide receiver 28 on Underdog Fantasy right now. Golden, all the way down at wide receiver 44, even below Luther Burden, who, I mean, I've talked about, I'm not a Luther Burden guy. I don't think he's a first round NFL pick. I think so to get Golden down here, who at the combine, he met with Arizona, Green Bay, the Rams, Saints. He met with like some other teams too, like the Steelers, who I don't think are in on a wide receiver now that early. But those were kind of the big ones. Like if he lands in any of those, like he could be Jordan Love's number one. He could be a really good number two for the Saints, really good number two for Arizona, or the Rams that might be a little bit slower of coming up. But any of those, I think he could immediately make an impact. And with my comp to Golden being Stephon Diggs, I think he absolutely could pace as a wide receiver 3 as a rookie, maybe have wide receiver 2 upside in there as well. I'll take that every single time at pick number 81. Jake, your thoughts on Matthew Golden, and then please take us to your tight end for your all-value team as well.
Well, I still got to say my wide receiver.
Oh, sorry. Skipped right over you.
But it's okay because it's a perfect segue because he's just a couple picks past Matthew Golden, who I do really love. He's one of the top. I think he's probably the second or third most complete true NFL receiver in the class. I think he can walk on the field, do anything a team needs him to do. And he's one of the guys that teams are going to love. So we just kind of have to like him. I've been saying that this whole offseason. It's kind of my motto on a lot of these guys. Like we could say these profiles aren't as great as other years and whatnot, but teams are going to love guys like this. So we just have to kind of like them. But, and while I do like Matthew Golden, if you just wait a couple more wide receivers to come off the board, you can get my wide receiver 1 in the rookie class, Emeka Egbuka, coming off the board at wide receiver 46, who I do think is the most complete receiver in the class. I think he's day one ready to walk into an NFL offense, play a variety of roles. I think you're getting, early career Keenan Allen. Like that's my comp for him. I think he's that complete as a wide receiver. Teams are going to love him. He can line up wherever you need him to. I think using him in kind of that later career Keenan Allen, though, that kind of power slot opportunity. I think Egbuka has more after the catch upside than that Keenan Allen did. But I think that's kind of the ceiling that we can expect with Egbuka. Will we see that as a rookie? Maybe, maybe not. We thought we wouldn't see it out of Ladd. We did. We thought we necessarily wouldn't see it out of guys like Zay Flowers. We did. So that upside is there. And for me at wide receiver 46, I'll take this shot here over a lot of other wide receivers that are going well before him. Like you said, with both Pearsall and Juwan Jennings going in the 30s. If that was my thought process there, I'm taking a different position, waiting for Egbuka to come.
Yeah, I don't mind Emeka at all, man. He's definitely up there for me. I think I was high on him. He's my wide receiver 3, and I feel like I'm definitely a little bit above consensus, but good to see that you also like this guy. And the thing I like about Emeka, specifically for best ball formats, is yes, he is profiling as a slot receiver, but he also plays in 2 wide receiver sets, and he's such a good blocker and such a dog that you want in there. On, you're not going to have him in your wide receiver, your 1 wide receiver sets, but you're going to have him out there as your flanker. A lot of times I feel like if you spend the late day 1, early day 2 draft capital on him. So I'd like to pick with Emeka Egbuka there. I'll go ahead and throw out my flex here. It's DJ Giddens, running back out of Kansas State. I think DJ Giddens is quietly one of the true 3-down workhorses in this draft. He's going off at Underdog currently RB53. He's a Doak Walker Award semifinalist. He declared for the draft after back-to-back seasons of 1,500 plus combined yards, scored 21 touchdowns in that span. Love what he did this past season. He worked alongside a mobile quarterback named Avery Johnson. Kid's got great hair, not a great quarterback. And Giddens was like really the stabilizing force in that offense. Had 7 games in 2024 with over 100 rushing yards. He also helped himself to finish 4th in the Big 12 in rushing yards. He had a great combine, had a 9.78 RAS. That's sensational. Third best at the position this season. Also had top 30 visits with both the Broncos and the Steelers. Like, he'd be an immediate starter in Denver, potentially could work in a 3-down role. And then probably likely the one being in Pittsburgh to Jaylen Warren. I said a couple weeks ago, I love Giddens in Pittsburgh, and it's maybe tracking that's a case in the second or third round. Giddens is 10th among rookie running backs coming off the board on Underdog. He's going behind a ton of backs who have really no shot coming close to a 50% snap share. Like, DJ Giddens, boys, could be pulling you a 50% snap share at this running back 53 value. I would say probably like the next closest running back on the board who could give you a 50% snap share. DeAndre Swift, RB35, if they don't draft Ashton Genty, and then Brian Robinson Jr., RB34. Those are way earlier than RB53 here. So I'm down on Giddens bad right now, boys.
You can have him.
Whoa!
I don't like him. He's outside
like
him? He's outside of my top 20 running backs.
You didn't watch.
Top
Come on,
20.
Jake. Come on,
Like,
Jake.
Rookies?
Yes.
Why?
I don't think he's very good in pass pro. I think he's going to lose snaps wherever he goes due to pass pro. It matters. Keeps you on the field in third down. I don't think he's that special as a pass catcher. I think because of the way he runs with really long strides comparatively for a lot of running backs. So he's going to struggle to make guys miss in small windows if the hole isn't perfect. He lacks some of that upside there. I understand the physical nature of the running back, and it's why I don't mind taking some shots on him, and I'll probably end up with some. I just don't think the path to true fantasy relevance is as clear as it is for him for a lot of other guys.